With heartfelt joy, I extend a warm welcome to all esteemed individuals gathered here today. This momentous occasion fills us with a deep sense of honor and inspiration, and what might be obvious, emotion, as we unite to launch the Fiji National Action Plan to prevent violence against all women and girls that will span 2023 to 2028. The NAP is a significant milestone in fulfilling a 2018 recommendation put forth by the Committee on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, or the CEDAW Committee, to the government of Fiji at the time. Before I delve into the details about the NAP, I would like to take a moment to remember and honor survivors who have endured the unimaginable pain of violence. I also wish to take a moment especially to honor our not so fortunate victims who have fallen and lost their lives to this grave ill. Their experiences drive our determination to create a future where all women and girls can live free from fear and can live to their full potential. I extend our heartfelt recognition to the families of those who've lost, our women who have lost their lives, and our girls who have lost their lives, and also to our survivors. Your strength inspires us, and you're committed to ensure your voices are heard, your needs are met, and your rights and safety are protected. I would like to express my gratitude to my predecessors, Ms. Nursing Raquita, Ms. Rosie Akbar, for their visionary leadership and steadfast commitment in laying this groundwork for this important initiative. Furthermore, I would like to acknowledge and express my appreciation to the women's rights and the women's movement here in Fiji, civil society and faith-based organizations, as well as gender-based violence service providers in Fiji. Their unwavering dedication over decades is invaluable as they shed light on the extent of violence, support survivors, gather and analyze statistics, and bring the hidden darkness of violence against all women and girls into the forefront of public consciousness. In particular, I would like to extend, as I stated earlier, my heartfelt thanks to my dear friend Shamima Ali, the coordinator of the Fiji Women's Crisis Center. In addition, the NAP, which is a Fiji roadmap to stopping violence before it starts, would not have been possible without the exceptional commitment and dedication of the members of the Fiji NAP Technical Working Group, including the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ministry of Health and Medical Services, Ministry of Education, Heritage and Arts, Ministry for Employment, the Fiji Police Force, the Ministry for Ethiopia Affairs, the Fiji Women's Crisis Center, Fiji Women's Rights Movement, Diva for Equality, House of Sarah, Fiji Disabled People's Federation, Medical Services Pacific, Empower Pacific, House of Chameleon, and the Fiji Red Cross. Can we just put our hands together to this I further extend my deepest gratitude to all those who contributed their time, voice, wisdom, and expertise. Extensive and inclusive national consultation process. During this process, we engaged over thousands of Fijians across all 4 divisions, including Lau and Ratuma. Their invaluable input and perspectives have been instrumental in shaping the Fiji NAP to reflect the hopes, dreams, and needs of our diverse population. I am very much grateful to our partners, including the European Union, the Government of Australia, the Government of New Zealand, and UN Women for their invaluable support and collaboration for the consultation and development process of this significant initiative through the Pacific Partnership to End Violence Against Women and Girls program. I also extend special thanks to the Government of Australia for their continued and generous support over the next few years to ensure the successful implementation of the Fiji NAP. Violence against all women and girls remain the most pervasive human rights violations around the world, with detrimental effects on the social and economic well-being of individuals, communities, and countries. As we saw, it was even overemphasized or highlighted during the COVID pandemic. Its prevalence is now being further increased by intersecting crises of climate change, health, global conflict, and economic instability. As you've noted in the past weeks, this is the grim reality we face in Fiji. The tragic accidents where 2 women have tragically lost their lives as a result of violence perpetrated by men in just the last month. This is something we cannot take lightly and ignore anymore. Amongst all the festivity and all the fun, I would say, that we experience every day in our lives, the tragedy continues to happen and continues to happen at the same statistic that we are dealing with, we've faced in the last number of years. Fiji still has 2 out of 3 women that face some form of inter-partner violence. 2 out of 3 women. And this is above the global average of 1 out of 3 women. This is a national crisis, and we need to treat it as so. Now, Fiji proudly stands as the second country in the world, following Australia, to have developed this comprehensive national action plan dedicated to preventing violence against all women and girls before it starts. I would like to emphasize that the Fiji NAC holds its rightful place within the government of Fiji's broader commitments, accountabilities, and initiatives to uphold gender equality. This includes alignment with the government's gender-responsive budgeting and gender-transformative institutional capacity development initiatives that seek to integrate gender issues across government ministries, across government policies, programs, and budgeting. This includes utilizing data and gender statistics to guide our decision-making at the highest level. The Fiji Country Gender Assessment, which was launched earlier this year, is a comprehensive analysis on Fiji's gender profile. The chapter on ending violence against women and girls in that Fiji Country Gender Assessment shows evidence on who is affected by violence and the impact violence has on society and the grounds for this Fiji NAP. Furthermore, we have the Fiji National Service Delivery Protocol for responding to cases of gender-based violence that outlines best practices and responsibilities for all frontline service providers who are mandated to secure the safety and dignity of survivors of violence. These multi-pronged commitments and protocols reinforces our commitment to account for gender equality. On this note, I wish to thank the Honourable Minister of Finance, who is our chief guest today, who just within the last 48 hours has seen to the commitment of our partner ministries to have an actual budget line in their budget proposals that is committed to the NAP that we are launching today. So thank you very much, Honourable Minister of Finance, for your commitment in real terms. The Fiji National Action Plan therefore centers on dismantling the culture of patriarchy and the pillars of gender inequality across all aspects of society. Of course, violence against women and girls is both a symptom and a cause of gender inequality, and inequality is at the heart of the solution. One woman or one girl or one child at a time. It is a call for all Fijians from all walks of life to come together and create a new normal where women, men, girls and boys in all diversity are respected and treated as equals. Equal in our homes, communities, workplaces, sports fields, places of worship, schools, and all levels of government. This is undeniably ambitious, but rightfully so, given the magnitude of the national crisis at hand. Nothing less than a bold and ambitious approach is warranted. I pause here as throughout the day we will have the privilege of hearing from from esteemed speakers, panelists, and presenters at the press conference, will provide valuable insights on the Fiji NAP and into the targeted actions across all settings and sectors with a specific focus on the 5 strategic areas outlined in the NAP, such as transformative public education and social norm, which is where the Ministry of Education is very important to come on as a partner, fostering an equal society, strengthening of equal and respectful relationships. I look forward to this one as we roll this out in the ministry throughout our schools, where we teach our boys and girls to have healthy and respectful relationships towards one another. Survivor-centered services for survivors of violence. And lastly, coordinated legal protection for survivors of violence. Before these discussions unfold, I want to take a moment to speak to the Fijian girls in all their diversity at every corner of our country. Today, this commitment is about you. You deserve to live a life free from discriminatory expectations and biases. You deserve to shine as leaders across the halls of Parliament, science labs, boardrooms, farmlands, sport championships, every sphere free from violence and control. Your bodily autonomy and integrity is your inherent right, and it is only you who can make a decision about your choices. It is you who have the power to decide your own rights, to shape your own destiny, and to contribute to the progress of our nation. Today, we stand united in our unwavering dedication to create a future where the aspirations of all Fijian women and girls are not only acknowledged, but fully realized. Thank you, bilang Bakalebu, Dam Nebai, and Faisia.